I wanted to do a quick video on how to register your motorbike as a historic vehicle and then your tax and MOT exempt, because I recently did mine and I went through the process and there wasn't a lot of videos online of how to do it and I couldn't find much info, so having gone through it I thought I'd share my experience. So the first thing you're going to need is your logbook. Now your logbook has to have your current address on it. Now I'd moved the bike but I forgot to change it, so the first thing I had to do, send the logbook off, get it updated to my new address, get my logbook back. That took about 2 weeks. It was quite a quick turnaround. So once you've got your logbook back with your name and address and everything on there, to register it as a historic vehicle, what you have to do is complete what's called a declaration of exemption from MOT, which is a V112. You need to fill this out and then you take it along to the post office. Now I've got my name and address and bits and pieces on here, so I can't go too far in here. So I've got my name and address and bits and pieces on here. Unfortunately I haven't got a blank one to show you, but basically you fill it out and you have to put the vehicle registration number, your full name, and then there's a number of categories on the attaching document ranging from A to R. You tick R. And category R is a vehicle other than a public service vehicle registered or manufactured 40 years ago, and this is the important bit, which has not been substantially changed in the last 30 years. And what does substantially change mean? The components other than for motorcycles are the chassis, body shell, engine, axle and running gear. So you need to check that obviously your frame and things hasn't been cut down. So what they're trying to do is stop you building choppers and things as well. And that's the main technical characteristics have not changed. These components, other than for motorcycles, are the chassis. So, because obviously you've got no chassis, body shell, you know. So you can't put a different engine in it. You can't do bits and pieces. So you need to read that up and take up it. But I'd only put expansion chambers and K&N air filters on mine, so I was okay. So basically I took my V112 and my new logbook down to the post office, gave them over to the lady, and my logbook got sent away again. And my taxation class got changed from bicycle to historic vehicle. And then it came back. So that was that. So once I had that and my new logbook, I then waited till I got my motorbike insured. Then I took my insurance and this down to the post office and said, I want to register myself as tax exempt and MOT exempt. So the lady behind the counter did what she needed to do. Then produced me a little receipt here, and basically I got my car tax for £0. Obviously don't have to have an MOT because I'm not MOTable, and away from the post office I came, all done. So effectively though, my tax does run out on I've got a licence period of 12 months, starts on the 1st of June, so it runs out next June. So I've got to renew it then. You need to do it as close to the beginning of the month as possible when you go to do your tax thing. And keep that receipt, because that's all that backs up that I've got no tax. And it's as simple as that. Job done. So any questions, happy to answer them. But yeah, it's as easy as that. It's a nightmare when you're trying to do it yourself and you don't know what you're doing. But any questions, post in the comments and I'll be happy to answer. So go and get non-tax in and non-MOT in. The DVLA will send you a tax reminder before your tax is due to expire. Obviously we don't pay for tax, but we still get a reminder that our non-tax is going to expire, and then we need to take that and re-tax the vehicle, but obviously we don't need to pay because it's exempt. So that was the only bit I needed to add.